had 53 ball game.
Who was scored?
Scored 31.
That's the difference.
I make copies for it.
Okay, we're live now.
Not ready now. Sorry, Doug, any questions? Do you have questions? Sit down and be recorded.
Donna,
Press conference.
as soon as they're coming, they can.
Okay, sweet. And? Fine.
This is from
Oh, shoot.
And we are ready to go with the post-game press conference following NIU women's basketball versus Toledo here at the Convocation Center. We have with us Casey Davis, Shelby Coker, Sydney Bouquet, head coach Lisa Carlsen. Coach Carlsen, can you start us off with a statement about today's game?
Well, I sat here a couple months ago after a similar game, and I said that was a big one. And I think today feels a lot like that. We just beat a great basketball team, and I think it really can propel us from a confidence standpoint to hopefully getting back to playing Husky basketball.
Coach, you're down 17 going into the fourth quarter. Clearly, you can try and rally the troops as much as you can. What was the one that you tried to harp on the most to try and cut into that lead in the first 2 minutes?
Well, we talked about at that time that if we could get back to, at the fourth quarter, it being a single-digit ball game, that we felt like we were in it. I thought we got shots throughout the course of the ball game. Even in the first half, the ball was not falling. I thought we got good looks, and we talked about just calming down enough to finish your shot. And I think that's really what came to fruition, especially in that fourth quarter. I thought we got great shots. I thought we hit shots. We stayed relentless on the glass. All of those little things that a lot of times are controllable, I think we were able to do.
For Shelby and Asia, did you feel like that was it? That it was finally now or never for you guys? Because you guys kind of took over that game at the start of the fourth quarter.
Obviously, I didn't play a lot of the third quarter, and I knew what my team needed. I knew that I needed to come in and be effective. So pretty much what Coach said, I was just trying to basically do what's right, do my job to the best of my ability. And I know, it's not a two-man game, but me and Shelby are very effective playing off of each other.
Yeah, I think there was a timeout, or maybe going into the fourth, we were sitting down and we were like, we're stay calm. We're okay. We're going to keep going point by point, and we're going to get ourselves back into this game. And I think everyone collectively we were just so locked in. I think everybody believed that it was still possible, and I think that's really just exactly what we did. We took it one possession at a time, and, I think we had so many people do great things defensively, even if, that's not really what everybody thinks about, but we had to get so many stops, to catch up from 17 points, and so many people did great things for us defensively.
Coach, you went to a quarter in the fourth quarter. You bring in Grace, you bring in Sydney off the bench. I hadn't really played all in the game up to that point. What led to that decision for you to go with 4 guards?
I felt like we needed to put somebody on the floor who could, again, spread out the defense. I expected Sid to be able to go in and hit an open three. That's exactly what she did. And she's a highly intelligent player. So we knew we'd probably be okay there on the defensive end, understanding what they were trying to do. And then, that steal at the end of the game just kind of put the icing on the cake.
Sydney, again, what's it like to take on this role? Because there are a couple points in the IUI game a couple weeks ago where you seem to be in the right place at the right time, whether it was to get an offensive rebound, make a key basket under the rim. Here today, you come in fourth quarter, haven't played all game, and as Coach says, you probably have 3 of the most important plays in that fourth quarter. You make that 3 together within 2, you make the layup near the end, and you steal that inbound on some of those last possessions.
Yeah, I think for me in my position, it's just to be ready every game. There's some games where I don't see the floor at all, and then there's some games where I play more significant minutes. But my preparation doesn't change. I still, know the scout just as well as anybody else on the team does, and I'm prepared in case I get put in different situations or different positions just so that I can do my job and be as ready as possible, because in the end, you don't know what's going to happen during the course of the game with foul trouble, injuries, and just kind of how the flow of the game is going. So my job is to just be ready and just kind of see where that takes me.
I know Coach likes to say a lot offensively, shooting can be contagious. In that fourth they worked defensively for you guys, but once you started to get 2-3 stops in a row to start that run, you just kind of had a sense of what Toledo was probably going to do up to that point.
I mean, yeah, Toledo, they're no secret. You know, they have a lot of same sets every single year, but they just run it to a T. So I think just knowing what they were doing, and then, you know, like Coach said, we had a lot of good shots in the first half that just didn't fall. And I think we started hitting them in the second half. So combined with those two things, it really helped us out.
For you guys playing, do you think there is a sense to just the idea of driving to the basket more, even if it was going to be a kickout for a three-pointer, just to kind of collapse the defense, does that help a bit in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what every team does to me whenever I get in the post. They're either doubling or digging. That's my job. I feel like if I don't have it, find the shooter. And I can remember like one time in the fourth quarter where she digged and Shelby was wide open. Like yes, the sets our sets are supposed to be ran a certain way, but we also have to be basketball players. So Shelby's not cutting, then obviously she has an open shot. If she's cutting, I'm gonna try to get her the ball.
And Coach, does that help too in terms of getting to the foul line more often? Because I feel like over the last 4 or 5 games, that is something that the team has done a lot more, getting those chances up.
I think that's when we know that we're being aggressive and doing a lot of good things when we get to the foul line. And we've had a lot of success there when we do get there. So I think it has to be a big part of our game. Today it for sure was, and then for sure going forward.
And then lastly, it's only the second conference game, but this was the team picked by almost everybody to win the league. So in order, and you're only meeting against them, to come out with this win, it's still early in January, but how big does this feel? Yeah.
We talked about that a lot, looking at the schedule, knowing that we were going to play them once. And last year, them coming here, and us going there and losing by 20-plus points it's pretty much the same team. Me, Shelby, like the core is the same. We have a chip on our shoulder that we're playing with, and like Shelby said, this is the same. Toledo runs the same stuff, and they have been for the past couple years. Just knowing the scout and knowing really their tendencies is what I felt like really helped us.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game is huge. But in the terms of MAC, everybody can win, everybody can lose. And I think we're definitely not going to get too high in this game because come Wednesday, it's another battle. So
I would just add, if you look at the first 2 nights of MAC play, what Shelby says is absolutely true. You know, we didn't feel very good about our performance the last time out. And then you have to give Central credit. They played a great ball game. I'm sure that there's going to be scores tonight that are going to surprise some people, and that's no different every single night. Is this a big one? Absolutely. Are we going to enjoy it for 24 hours? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we have 2 more days then to prepare for a really good Western Michigan team, and we have to go out and be able to play another complete 40 minutes, or at least enough to win.